New at noon, a success story for the Broward Sheriff's Office thanks to a ShotSpotter alert.
It led to arrest and the recovery of drugs and a gun. Local 10 News reporter Laren Livingston is live near Fort Lauderdale, where the sheriff just spoke about this bust. Laren.
So basically what happens when multiple gunshots are fired, and we're talking like more than half a dozen, and no one calls 911 or calls the sheriff's office to report them? Well, ShotSpotter is the technology we're talking about. It was listening when those gunshots were fired. BSO deputies were alerted, and it led to 2 arrests, and as you mentioned, the seizure of illegal drugs and guns. And this was apparently the first time that this technology led to an arrest all by itself. Here's who we're talking about, who is now facing charges. 47-year-old Sean Moses now faces grand theft of a firearm and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon charges. BSO deputies, they say their aviation unit actually spotted Moses hiding a handgun, which turned out to be stolen, in the bushes following a shooting around 10:30 Saturday night near the 2500 block of Northwest 15th Court. He was later detained at a nearby home. Now, detectives say this man, 44-year-old Bryant Holland, was also at that home and was also spotted throwing a couple of duffel bags filled with hundreds of grams of cocaine, cannabis, and a gun onto the roof of that house. He's now charged with trafficking cocaine, possession of cannabis with intent to sell, tampering with evidence, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Now, today, Broward Sheriff Gregory Toney says these arrests would not have been made. These drugs and guns would not have been taken off of the streets had it not been for that ShotSpotter technology deployed in the central Broward area, alerting to that gunfire, which ultimately led deputies to key in on that area and these suspects.
ShotSpotter is a tool. It is not a witness. ShotSpotter provides us with the potential that a shooting is occurring, violence is happening, and then we are responding. But we are not going to be successful in the apprehension, conviction of suspects without community participation.
And the sheriff stressing that point because he says since this technology has been deployed in the central Broward area since November, there have been more than 200 ShotSpotter alerts to the sheriff's office, but only half a dozen of that more than 200 actually had an accompanying 911 call that came in with them. This recent case, again, not included. It just goes back to that old adage, if you see something or hear something, say something so that we can keep our streets as safe as possible. For now, we're live here outside of BSO HQ. Laren Livingston, Local 10 News.
Laren, thank you.